Half a day. You know, if we read the Bible from cover to cover, from the book of Genesis to the book of Revelation, we hear not a word from the lips of Saint Joseph. Because of this, many authors would say and describe him as a silent person, a silent worker, a silent husband and father. Yet I believed his sanctity shines through his silence. In 2005, when Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI was elected, he wrote that Saint Joseph's silence does not express an inner emptiness, but on the contrary, the fullness of the faith he bears in his heart and which guides his every thought and action. The Pope continued to say, "It is a silent thanks to which Joseph, in unison with Mary, watches over the Word of God, known through the sacred scriptures, continuously comparing it with the events of the life of Jesus, a silence woven of constant prayer, a prayer of blessing of the Lord, of the adoration of His holy will, and of unreserved entrustment to His providence." Finally, Benedict XVI said, "Let us allow ourselves to be filled with Saint Joseph's silence. In a world that is often too noisy, that encourages neither recollection nor listening to God's voice, we are in such deep need of it. Therefore, the word silence captures my heart and minds as I reflected upon Saint Joseph's life. With this, allow me to share my thoughts on silence as we celebrate the fiesta of Saint Joseph today. First, silence teaches us to have focus or concentration. A person is silent when he wants to concentrate in his work. Let us always remember that a person who knows how to concentrate or to have focus can do great things. Experience will tell us that countless works are done, countless projects are materialized, and many plans are carried out or realized through men's concentration or focus. And concentration is only achieved when there is silence. Saint Joseph became victorious in carrying out a very difficult mission of being a foster father of Jesus and a loving husband of Mary, simply because of his silence, which leads for his concentration. Second, silence teaches us to listen. A person who knows to be silent knows humility, for being silent means is willing to listen. In the book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verses 25 to 28, we can read, "The Lord is good to those who trust in Him, to the one that seeks Him. It is good to hope in the silence for the Lord's deliverance. It is good for a person, when young, to bear the yoke, to sit alone and in the silence when its weight lies heavy." However, we know very well that one proof of being proud is not having the willingness to listen. In the book of Job, chapter 6, verse 24, we can read, "Teach me, and I will be silent. Make me understand how I have gone wrong." My dear brothers and sisters, yes, there are times we need to speak, but there are also times we need to be silent, especially if we want to listen to God in our hearts and in our lives. Saint Joseph's silence teaches him to listen to God about the truth of Mary's pregnancy, that he has to fear not, for the child in Mary's womb is the Son of God. Third, God is found in silence. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 33, it is said that wisdom can remain silent in the discerning heart, but among fools, she must make herself known. The silence of Joseph directs a symphony of silence which stills the universe in adoration of the one in whom the new creation has come. Brothers and sisters, let us be silent so that we can focus or concentrate on what are essential or important in our lives. Is it health or wealth? Is it economy or public health safety? Is it material things or spiritual one? Let us be silent so that we can listen to the wisdom of our government leaders and medical experts that quarantine, lockdown, or social distancing are not ways to divide us, but rather to protect us. Let us be silent so that we can listen to the wisdom of our church leaders that closing the doors of our churches is not a sign that our mother church is distancing herself from the pains and sufferings of her children, but she is crying too. Not having public masses is not to show that she stops offering our prayers to God, but she still remains the sacrament of love, a love which is willing to close her doors and pews not be seated in order not to be the cause of contagion, but of healing. Let us be silent and allow God to find us. Let us be silent and allow ourselves to encounter Him. Again, Pope Benedict XVI said that let us allow ourselves to be infected by the silence of Saint Joseph. We have much need of it in a world which is often too noisy, which does not encourage reflection and listening to the voice of God. Happy Fiesta and Viva San Jose!